When I pop da 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 da.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Oh, I thought he didn't get the fucking reference. I'm like, oh,
It's a beautiful day. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, motherfucker. I'm just kidding. Hi, welcome back to Swole Nation Bros. We are on, I think, the 14th podcast. Don't quote me, because a lot of you guys like to fucking check me and like, are you sure? Well, today we got Omar, my cousin. I don't know if you can tell by the fucking beard. By how we look. I mean, my arm's a little bigger. It's the side, so he looks bigger than me.
He just fucking jealous.
So, yeah, dude. So we're chilling right here, dude. We got fucking
brewskis.
We got brewskis, cigarillos.
I say cigarillos.
Cause that's how you say it, bro. Like the Tapatio. You ever had Tapatio?
Pistachio.
Jalapenos.
Yeah.
Tabasco.
Tomatoes.
Huh?
Tomatoes.
Over here, you can't see. But we got Truer on his pod.
True ear right here.
What?
True ear.
True ear. He's chilling over here. He's not on the podcast right now because he chooses not to go open on it.
It's not that. It's just I'm a fucking private person. That's why I don't want to. I don't be walking down the fucking street. It's like,
follow my guy. You guys into superheroes and a lot of like fun facts about Marvel, DC, or whatnot.
Yeah, no, he's getting
IE_collector. This dude's your man.
Yeah, dude, no, he's got a lot of dope shit on there, like real shit.
Yeah.
If you guys do follow him and it comes from Soul Nation, he will accept so you guys can see.
Just make sure if you message him, say, hey, bro, I heard you on Swole Nation. Give me a follow.
I just want to see that beautiful face of yours, to that beautiful voice.
Oh, yeah.
Majestic.
They're not going to see his face.
Yeah, I know.
If they see this face, it's going to be under a mask or something.
While you Doritos.
BDSM. BDSM. That's what he meant by a mask. We all know what he meant.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck all that bullshit.
30s.
I do not endorse that shit.
What was it called? 25 Shades of Grey or what?
25 Shades of Grey?
Yeah, it's gonna be 25 Shades of Comics.
I've never seen that fucking movie.
25 Shades of Comics right there.
Fuck you guys.
From foreign and domestic.
Oh god.
Release the Snyder Cut. That's it.
If you guys can't tell, guys, today we're chilling. We're just gonna fuck around on the podcast. We're not gonna be as serious. I mean, we have those ones where we talk about serious stuff, like on the last one. And we got these where we just chill, man.
Just chilling, man. We're fam. We got similar experiences when it comes down to the past. We have similar experiences when it comes down to why we lift and do the things that we do. We followed our passions. For the most part, I mean, we're still growing.
Yeah, dude, we share everything. We share steroids.
Yeah.
We share syringes.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's serious.
Hell.
I'm just kidding.
Hell, I took one to my ass the other day.
Whoa.
This isn't children's only. I don't know if you fucking heard. No, what was I gonna say? Well, I actually took him this weekend to a powerlifting competition for the first time.
Yep.
It was your first time, right?
First one.
How'd you like it?
I loved it. I mean, it's just the whole experience itself. Like, I want to get into competing myself. I'm just, going through things, and then I have a huge shoulder injury that I'm trying to overcome. I mean, I still train. I still hit the gym. This whole year I dedicated myself doing Spartan runs. I earned my first trifecta, which was really in memory of a friend of ours who passed away. He's a good brother of ours, and we always talked about doing one. And unfortunately, God had different plans and decided to take them a year ago, actually this month. So we dedicated, myself and a group of friends, also brothers as well, and a sister who wanted to join in. And our last one, we did. I mean, it was fun. It was.
That's cool, man, and especially it's a lot of respect when it comes to doing it for a fight.
Yeah, dude, they're not easy. I mean, it's really mentally challenging. Physically, I'm pretty sure anybody could do it. It's just you just gotta have that mental capacity to really understand what you're doing and understand what you're gonna go through. Pain, sweat, tears. You want to give up. I shit you not, dude. I wanted to give up so many times. My first one was 2 years ago on Big Bear, and it was 12 miles. I shit you not, dude. Every water station, I was like, fuck this, I'm done. What am I doing here? But my boys were like, come on, dude, we're almost there. Let's just finish. And then ultimately we finished, and I mean, it was fun.
Yeah. I'm down to do one. I really am down to do one. But I mean, as you heard from my coach,
The big one.
yeah, you were like, oh yeah, I want to get him to do it. And he's like, no, not yet. You gotta wait. He's like, after February, man. After February.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Dude, well, we have the one in Hawaii. For whoever wants to join, just hit me up. We're doing the whole trifecta running on the weekends, 3 races. I think it's like a 13-mile, a 4-mile, and a 9-mile roughly, all in one weekend, Saturday and a Sunday. It's gonna be in Hawaii. It's gonna be dope. A buddy of mine did it a couple years ago. He said it was the most epic thing. He's one of the most epic races he's actually done. And it's Hawaii. Who doesn't want to go to Hawaii?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Dude, hey, we gotta do a competition though.
Dude, I'm down.
We do. I'll do the trifecta with you when I'm allowed. But I mean, right now I'm not complaining because the training is vigorous. It's intense. I mean,
Definitely.
You already know. So like, after the competition, were you like, I want to do it?
I really did, because I mean, I'm not trying to boast or anything. I know my numbers aren't the greatest either. I mean, but I can still outlift them, which is fine.
Which is fine.
But overall, it was like the experience in itself is just, it's amazing. Just like the Spartan run, when you finish your race, you get your medal. It feels great, regardless of what you pushed yourself to get to a certain limit, and you killed it, and you got something to show for it.
Oh yeah, man, it's hard, man. The training months.
Oh yeah.
Training months at a time for one thing. You're happy that you even did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it depends on the person. I mean, it depends on you. Like, ultimately, like, even if, like, my last competition for me, I did horrible. 100%, dude, I shitted, dude. Like, it was bad. It was horrible. Like, my numbers weren't there. Nothing was there. And it wasn't because, people make excuses, like, oh, because the air was too cold. I don't know, some dumb shit like that. You know what I mean?
The typical.
Yeah, I'm like, nowadays. No, man, I couldn't do it. It wasn't my day. We
all have those days. We all have those days where like, you train so hard, but the day of the competition, your body just bombs, dude.
I was so mad. Dude, I felt like crap. I was so mad. I was like, man, this is bullshit. Like, I didn't try so hard. I didn't train the last couple months just to get shitted on by the people that I got shitted on. Like, I was like, this isn't okay. Dude, but this weekend's competition when we went, dude, I was mad.
Dude, honestly, I should shoot out, bro. You could have smoked them.
I was mad.
Bro, you could have walked away with a sword.
They were giving away swords, man. I was like,
badass, dude.
I mean, I called my friend Varo. I was like, I'm mad. I wanted that fucking sword.
Yeah,
it was a Modus. The guy. It was the guy that made the sword. His name was like Modus Valen. Legit. I was like, I'm gonna carry this shit on my back. Like,
right?
It's my squat rack, bitch.
Exactly.
Get the fuck away.
Yeah, dude. That was a badass. So like, I even looked at it, I was like, fuck, I even want one.
Like, I want one, man.
Like, when are we hosting another like competition here? Because I'm about to smoke.
I think they're gonna do one next year. So I'm like, yeah, no, sign me up.
Pretty much, dude. It's just like the Spartan runs that we've done. When I earned my first trifecta, it's basically you get your medal, and then with your medal you get like a third of a medal, and you pretty much put it together. You make all 3 runs, and you make one big medal as it is, and it shows like the different colors. Like the red is a sprint, which is like 4 miles roughly. The blue is the super, which is 8 to 9 miles. It just depends on where you're going and what the course is or the location of it. And then you get the beast, which is the green one. We did that one about a month ago out by in Tejan Canyon by Six Flags roughly, and I mean overall it was badass, dude. I mean honestly overall I still think Big Bear was my toughest one.
Do you think it was because of the like elevation and all that came into account?
Yeah, definitely.
I think so.
I mean I'm a 300-pound dude trying to. I mean cardio. I hate cardio. Like it's pretty much like 80% of us hate cardio. But I mean I trained a little bit.
97. Like 90.
I was trying to be nice.
I know.
But for the most part, like I know I trained a little bit better, so I felt more comfortable and really taking this one on, because when I took Big Bear on, it fucking killed me, dude. Like I didn't know what to expect with my first one. My buddies didn't really tell me what to expect, so I did more weight training than anything. So I didn't really practice much of my cardio. I was cramping up by like my 3rd mile, dude, and I still had another fucking like 9 miles ago, dude. I was dying, but for the most part, I mean, overall we killed it. And I was saying with the medals, it's pretty badass. They sell this plate it's like all magnetized, and you put them all together and it sticks.
That's
it's basically like you put like up in the mantle. I mean, overall, I ended up giving that piece to my mom, just for, I mean, she saw how I was the days after my runs and everything, and she laughed about it, but she knew it was for a good cause.
Yeah, that's cool. She was like, ay, mijo. Ay, mijo, ya estás cansado. You're tired.
No, get up and do something,
The next day, let's go to work, andale.
Dude, brutal.
Brutal.
It's brutal.
Dude, after my first competition, dude, I didn't want to go to work the next day. I think I took the day off. I was like, I'm not doing anything. I couldn't move. I took like 5 ibuprofens, and I was like,
Might as well, dude, because that's how I was, dude. I literally slept the whole day after my runs, and then just wake up to eat. It's sad to say it was garbage, and went back to sleep. That's it.
You're fine. I mean, you worked it all out the day before.
Yeah. And, I literally felt leaner just because, of all the energy that you just burn and the things you, I mean, I take... a funny story, when I was doing my last Spartan run, cramped up really bad, and my buddy and I was, we're towards the end of our group, and I ended up getting a cramp, and it literally just dropped me, dude. Out of nowhere, it just hit me, and I just dropped over. So there's a big African-American guy walking by, and this dude has a little speaker bumping Vicente Fernandez. I was like,
no way.
What the hell's going on here? I'm like, am I hallucinating or something? This guy he's walking by and he looks at me. He sits down right next to me. He looks tired too. He's doing the ultra, so he's doing like a 30 mile run. It's basically doing a double what we're doing. Wow. And he's been there since 6 in the morning. This was maybe 4 in the afternoon already. And he sits there like, hey man, you want some mustard? I'm like, dude, that'd be awesome. You know? So I got some mustard. I think he's gonna give me a little mustard packets like everybody asks. I'm like, dude, I got some protein bars, some granola bars. You want some? He's like, don't worry, I'm stocked. I'm like, all right, cool. So he pulls out the whole big ass Costco size mustard bottle, and I'm like, go ahead. I was like, fuck it. I just literally opened it and just put a mouthful of mustard, and I just rubbed on my freaking cramp. 10 minutes later, I felt great. I'm like, all right, let's go, and we went on. But it was just little stories like that. It just makes your training, your suffering, the pain, everything, those laughs are completely worth it.
Yeah, those are the memories, dude, and it's something you love,
Yeah, exactly.
So fucking do it.
I don't know about the mustard part. I hate fucking mustard.
I mean, for me, one time I don't remember if I was working the competition or I went to the competition, but there was this new lifter guy. He asked me. I think I was spotting. He's like, hey man, what are they doing? They were sniffing the ammonia.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's ammonia, man. He's like, oh, it's my first competition. I'm like, you've never seen ammonia? I was kind of weirded out. He's like, no, I haven't. I was like, you should. I mean, if you want to, you should try it. It's up to you. He's like, all right. So I fucking, I had one. I had it in my backpack, and that's where I carry my stuff. He opened it. He sniffed it. He's like, I mean, he did well, but after this competition, but it was funny because it was those stories that you remember.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course. I mean, you can still get a lot of new people to come up to you and randomly, even without even wanting to, they'll ask you questions about what you're doing.
Fuck yeah, it's always fun, bro.
It's cool. I mean, it's the great part about this is you stay humble about it, and people think you're oh, you're so big. I'm like, bro, I'm so small, dude. Don't do that. But I mean, if you still get the chance or an opportunity to actually help somebody out and better what they're doing, then I mean, why not?
100%, dude. 100%. I mean, you should trust us. We're drinking beer.
Yeah. Yeah, we got cigars for later.
That's for after because I know kids like to watch the show. Oh my god.
They'll be offended later.
No, bro, if my listeners get offended, I'm like, you're on the wrong podcast.
Honestly, you really are.
I mean, when I first started, someone was like, hey, I really liked the podcast. It was really informative. But, could you stop the cussing? So I remember the next podcast that I did, I was like, so what the fucking fuck are we fucking supposed to fucking do?
Yeah.
It was something dumb like that, but I was just like, I wanted to make a point. I'm like, you're on the wrong channel.
Of course.
Go watch, I don't know.
Go watch Teletubbies, bro, if they're still on TV or something.
Watch Teletubby.
That makes you happy. Go ahead, bro.
How long have you been working out?
I've been working out for about like 3 years or so. Yeah, give or take 3 years. Went through some things. Went through a pretty bad divorce, and before that, I was just going through very mental fuck type of things and thoughts. And fortunately, I was able to gain the strength and get out of that, and really find who I was, in the sense that I was able to get my anger and frustration, like my rage out, doing it a healthy way. Instead of being stupid, like I'm gonna go drink and do drugs and stupidity shit like that, I was able to find that peace in lifting.
100%, man. I get
Sumo
that.
helped you out too, remember?
Yeah.
That was sparring, yeah.
I was doing MMA with my boy Sumo for a little while. That helped a lot.
MMA?
Yeah.
I've seen the training.
That shit was no joke, man.
You showed me videos. That shit's fucking crazy.
Dude, it was badass. Dude, I enjoyed it, and then I ended up testing for PD, and I pulled a hamstring. My whole leg just like bruised up, and I was doing a.
Pero ¿qué te dije? ¿Qué te dije?
Gotta go balls out, man.
Nah,
Fuck that.
nah. I told you slow the fuck down before you start
Hell
that shit.
no.
Nah, the motherfucker.
The whole fucking crib was gonna just slow the fuck down for me, dude. You know that's something I'm trying to get into. I mean, law enforcement's been on my mind, on the back and forth for the last 5-6 years or so. I participated in the police academy. It honestly gave me. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish just because going through things in the past and 2 jobs and my significant other at the time that wasn't really supportive of what the things I was doing. But I mean, that's all old news and stuff.
That's all fine, man. That's the growth.
Yeah, exactly.
That's growth in everyone.
Exactly. You find that, and then instead of blaming yourself or a lot of your past and stuff,
Or even blaming that person that you were with, you can't blame them.
Exactly.
It's the growth that you have within. It helps you push you through the person that you're supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what. That's how it is. It's
yeah, and no matter what situation you're going through, no matter how dark it seems to be, there always has to be light on the other end. So you just really gotta push through it, and really see the good in every single experience that you're going through. Because ultimately, that's what makes you grow. Your thought process, your body is already callous to what you're going through. So later on in life, when you do go through that again for whatever reason, your body's like, oh well, it'll pass.
Yeah.
So, so initially I ended up getting into lifting, took a lot of my stress out, and just kept me humble. Instead of being like a dick or something, it just kept me humble. And I was able to control myself, and I met a lot of great people along the way. I ended up showing up to the Mr. Olympia this year for the very first time ever. Met a lot of great lifters, and just people in general who really inspire you, like social media and things like that.
I know you met Ronnie Coleman.
Dude, that dude's the king, bro.
He's the king, man.
He's the king, and he's honestly his videos overall, he's
You should have told me. I would have let you on.
Overall, his thought process of lifting and everything was just amazing. And I love the way he thinks about it. He's still humble. He's I don't know. For me, he still is a huge inspiration for me. I wish to be as big as him, but that's a whole different level mindset thing.
That's a whole different.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a whole different dedication. And that's 100%. If you, my belief. I don't know if it's the same with you, but my belief is if you're gonna do steroids, it's a forever thing.
Yeah, it really is a lifetime commitment.
No, steroids is a forever thing, 100%. And yeah. I'm not against it. I'm not. It doesn't matter. Everyone's considered it if you've been working out for. If you've been working out for however long, you've considered doing it, and going to competitions, you see people that are of course on it. Yeah. And they'll say no, but I'm like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You're. It's like you're going through your second puberty, but whatever.
You got hair on your face on top of the hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot of zits on your back for someone who does steroids.
Dude, 150 pounds, pulling 800 pounds, you're steroids.
There's steroids, bro. Dude, there's a lot of people out there that are strong.
Yeah.
Ridiculously strong.
Yeah.
And it's natural. A lot of people are naturally just, they're strong like that, man. Yeah. I've gone to competitions where I see a dude half my body weight pulling 2 times as much. I'm like, fuck you. I'm squatting, push them over.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you okay, bro?
Yeah, I do. It's just like, I mean, some people have the knack for it. They're born genetically wise, or they have it. Other people just have to work twice as hard, 5 times as hard for it.
We were born big.
We were born big, dude. We really were. All our uncles are either tall and stocky, or tall and skinny.
Ridiculously skinny, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no in between. There's no like, oh, there's this guy right here. No, there's like
When
either
I
you're.
first met this fool, I thought he was fucking Samoan at first. No, really.
Oh yeah, yeah. Some of us look Samoan.
Yeah,
like,
they really do. Especially when I had like the long curly hair going on, people used to think,
That Mufasa hair.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Fucking, I mean, but luckily we were born big and stocky. Even on my mom's side, all my uncles are big and pretty stocky themselves.
On my side, I'm like, yeah. That's where I got the not so big side. Fucking,
I think that gave you the balance.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the balance right there. Was it? So, who are your motivations? Like, I mean, I don't mean like family wise. I mean like, who do you look up to? No, I mean, yeah, it's a certain thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like when it comes down to like abroad from like away from family and everything,
Right.
it's more like people you see a lot on social media, like Ronnie Coleman. I mean, surprisingly, not many people know who he is. But Ronnie Coleman.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. Ronnie Coleman's like one of like my top, if not the top, motivation. It's just like I want to be as big as him.
I mean, shit, I didn't know who he was until he showed me the Netflix documentary. And
Yeah,
I
you see?
Fuck, yeah. That was
And
like,
then there's like Jay Cutler. There's just
The
random
Rock.
people.
The Rock.
Like
Dwayne
yeah,
Johnson,
The Rock.
dude.
The Rock from freaking wrestling.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you
All
always-
natural.
Yeah. No,
No, you don't,
Like,
you don't think so?
The Rock?
Yeah.
The Rock is 100% unnatural.
Really?
I
Fuck.
and that's not talking crap. That's not being disrespectful. It's just honest.
Yeah.
Plus he goes up and down too. Like when Hercules, when he came out with Hercules, he was fucking ripped. He was like a fucking like a comic book character, dude. He was ripped.
Yeah, man.
And
No.
then now he's like an average. He went down and shit.
To be that big and shredded. Take a seat, my son.
Yeah, dude. But then, like overall, when it comes down to people that look up to you in general, I mean, I have my 2 nieces. One which is my goddaughter, and I love those little girls to death. And no matter as big and scary I seem to be for people, a lot of times when it comes down to them, I'm like the biggest fucking teddy bear, dude. I'll literally just lay there and have them jump on my back for all I give a shit, you know. And I don't care. Those are my girls right there, and I'll do anything for them. You know, and then aside from everything from the past and everything, my mom's been my
Your anchor.
Yeah, my anchor. You know, I mean, a lot of things that I do are a lot for my mom.
That's
you know?
cool.
I love my dad and all and everything, but that's a whole different other topic. But honestly, my anchor's really been my mom, and she's really.
I love
helped.
this guy. He's fucking laughing over there. he's a background. It's just like
he knows the backstories of
no,
the
no,
backstories.
no, he's fucking.
No,
it's when
no,
you're.
I know some fucking shit. Let's
No,
rip
when
this. Hey, let's.
When you're on
let's rip this
Conan, and, you know,
motherfucker
you get the red light. I mean the applause light. He's in the back. He's like, laugh, applause.
Aha, aha, aha.
Nah, bro. Let's go. Is there anything that you really want to do, fitness-wise or industry? I don't know.
I mean, I would ultimately like we've even talked about this not too long ago. I've always, for like the past few years, I've always wanted to actually open up my own gym, and like don't not be like whack ass Planet Fitness. Not to say names out there, but Planet Fitness is pretty whack.
Look up your membership right now.
And, but overall, like just want to have a gym where it's ultimately friendly in the sense that you could all come together and really work out, enjoy it, and create like a brotherhood or a sisterhood where you could really get to meet a lot of people, just come work out, fucking push all kinds of weight, but at the same time the person who's barely coming in, show them the ropes.
You treat them as family. You treat them as they're one with you. You know.
Exactly. I mean, family never really has to be blood. It could be the next stranger. Like this guy over here, I met him like fucking 20 years ago, dude, through a friend of mine, and him and my friend and I, we're still cool and everything, but I don't really see the guy like maybe once or twice a year. I actually just do like pretty much like every weekend.
Yeah, it's like me to my friends. Yeah, I get that. That's 100% true. That's how it is, man. Not everything's forever.
Yeah.
You're not meeting your. It's just you never know who you meet next.
Yeah. I mean, you could go. I mean, I work out in Anaheim. I mean, Santa Ana, because work out I work out in Anaheim. So even just working there where I work at, like you have like the Fit Expo, you have a lot of different conventions that you meet a lot of cool people overall. And I mean, if you really expand your mind to really going out there and going to these different kinds of shows, and as much as you might not really have the same mindset of these people for what they like, you actually go out there, you actually see it's actually pretty cool for the most part.
Experiences are different. It's good to have those different experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 100% true. You know what I was thinking about right now? You know how we're talking about the whole $50 on my last a lot of you guys didn't. I don't know if you heard the last podcast. I don't know if you didn't, but we talked about the difference between a $50 coach yeah, you're already laughing about it, and $150 coach, and we got to see that this weekend,
dude.
yeah, it's a shaking my head moment,
dude.
You know?
It still plays back in my head. I'm like, those athletes are capable of so much more talent, but
it was just, it's what you guys paid for, man. That's what I try to get to you guys. I mean, having a good coach and a person with good experience, good knowledge, it's expensive, but you're paying for that knowledge. You're paying for that.
Especially if it's a desire that you wish to pursue.
Heck yeah, dude. If you really want to, man.
Yeah.
But it was just, I know you mentioned it too. You were like, dude, I saw you halfway through the competition, and you were just like, quiet. I was like, I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, I saw you eyeballing that sword. I'm like, that sword is mine. I'm like, dude, you could honestly, overall, like.
I'm like these guys are competing, and it scared me because I'm like, guys, you guys could get hurt. I would cringe, and everyone's like, yeah, and I'm like, no, you're gonna hurt yourself. Dude, what are you doing? And they kept going up, and I'm like, please stop. Let me out of here. What are you doing?
I'm honestly surprised we didn't see nobody pass out or like throw up. They were like at the brink of doing so.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
It really is.
Those videos of gym fail videos?
Yeah, I've almost passed out, man.
Yeah, been there too.
Yeah, I remember, I have a video where I have...
Just recently, no?
Yeah,
your last, I think it was like your last pull or something?
Yeah, dude, I was like my last... I forgot what the weight, it doesn't matter, but I was pulling it and I go for a third one and I get halfway up and I hear this... And I just, like... I lose track of everything. I'm like, where am I? Who are we? All confused and shit.
I experienced that on Black Friday. After I stopped taking the caffeine pills to stay awake, I missed one, and then I was standing up talking to my cousin, and boom! I was like, how the fuck did I end up on the floor?
Yeah, no, that happens, man.
Yeah, when you
that's scary.
It really is, dude. I mean, but like, we tell those stories to other people who aren't really into what we're doing. And they're like, "Oh, you're dumb, you're nuts, blah blah blah." And
oh, you're hurting yourself. I'm like, no, it just happened. It's never happened before. Yeah. You know, things happen like that, dude.
Exactly.
You're crazy. Oh my god, what are you doing?
No, like even like injuries. Like you're prone to get injuries all the time.
Yeah, like that dude. Like the dude I was telling you at Comic Con Revolution in Ontario. He was dressed as Hawkman, right? And I guess he tore his arm. I guess he tore a muscle right here, and he was walking around the con, dude. And I thought it was fucking makeup. I thought it was part of the outfit, like he was fighting someone or whatever, you know, part of like the whole cosplay shit.
Yeah.
No, dude, he hurt himself. He told me. He was like, no, dude, I tore myself. I can't live for a while. And I'm like, fuck, that shit look real as fuck. He's like, it is real.
No, it happens. Yeah, dude. I have a lot of friends that have.
It was really bad though.
Their shoulder
like,
dislocated.
Like purple and like blue and all kinds of weird.
Yeah, I've seen that, man. We had a competition once where the guy was benching, I think, a 455, some 457. It's kilos, so it's a little weird.
Yeah.
But he went up, he unbacked the weight, and he lost control. It just went shit, bah, and it happened that my hand just fell right in my hand. Like, you know, as a spotter, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you okay? Did you die? I killed the man. I didn't do it on purpose."
You're an accomplice.
Murder. Dude, a couple months ago, I wasn't there. It was a story that I got told, but the guy spotting was okay. So the dad was competing that day, right? Mm. And the son was spotting that day. So I guess that the dad, when he went down on the squat, I think second or third attempt.
He farted.
No, he farted. Yeah, that was way worse than that.
That's the least of his worries.
Yeah, that's the least of his worries. I guess his hamstring ripped.
Oh shit.
His hamstring ripped. So the weight went to the left, and I guess the spotter guy, didn't put the collar on correctly though. So the weight fell, and it cut off one of his fingers. Ooh. And that was the guy's son. So nice. They stopped the competition that day. Yeah. So they told me that the day that I was competing, and I was spotting. I'm like, thanks guys.
I'm kind of glad I came back with all my fingers, man.
You're all thinking about it. You're like, oh, I don't think I want to spot it anymore.
I should not do like yesterday. Like I felt my fingers like smashed the whole day. I was just like, fuck, my fingers hurt.
Yeah, dude, it hurts. Yeah. And you don't feel it throughout the day until the end of the day. Oh yeah. You were like, my hands hurt.
Yeah, I'm like trying to like shift like my car, and like just trying to like grab onto like the shifter and like put pressure on my fingernails. I'm like, ow. What the hell? I look at them like my fingers are like kind of like semi-swollen. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
I was just trying to figure out how you drove to Warm Nights. How we drove, how you went up the fucking incline and shit. It was crazy.
Well,
are you? Yeah, that's right.
What?
We went to Horn Universal, like was it Horn Nights? Universal, right? Yeah. We went to Horn Nights, and the day after my 13-mile Spartan run, the Beast, bro. I don't even know how the hell I was walking, dude. I felt like a damn penguin just like wobbling.
And no one can drive too, man. Not a lot of people know how to drive stick.
Nope, I don't. Shit.
See, there you go.
Yeah, I see.
I fucking don't. I saw him doing like going up when you have to go up the incline on the fucking thing. I'm like, oh, dude.
That hurts.
Dude, the whole time going over there, I was like, oh.
The worst part is that when you're driving back from a run like that or like any competition, like your legs are giving out. I got a massive cramp when we were like pulling off the freeway. And where I'm like at a stoplight, and I feel one cramp coming out my left leg. I was like, oh, okay, I can stretch it out still. I'm still on the red light. And all of a sudden, I'm like about to step on the gas, and the second cramp comes in. I'm like, oh, shit. And so I'm trying to like, with the momentum I have pulling into the parking lot, I'm like, oh, fuck. I can't even get on my damn car because I didn't bend my damn legs.
I felt that. I felt that.
Bad, dude.
It's just why you get a car that's stick, man.
I don't even know why the hell I even offered to drive that damn day. I should have just stayed quiet. Let somebody else drive.
You're like, I want to be very, I got you, friends. I got you.
Exactly.
You could have just took the Durango, but I mean, that's more gas.
Dude, it would have been like an $80 drive.
No, dude. I can't. Like, driving stick, that's the one. It's a lost, like, not many people know how.
No, it's a skill that's dying.
It's a paddle shifter now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach my sisters how to.
You should.
I'm gonna, dude. I have to. Oh, that was a good catch. But yeah, no, I'm gonna teach them how to drive stick because it's the new alarm system.
Yeah.
If your car doesn't have a security system, it doesn't. You didn't see that. I'm cutting that out. It's gonna be snipped out of the podcast. Oh gosh, man.
So what got you into lifting, dude?
What got me into lifting?
What ended up motivating you to get?
Fuck, man.
And please don't say Arnold, because everybody says that shit.
What, Franco Colombo?
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. No, man. Mine was a breakup. That was my fucking.
Similar to me.
Yeah, dude. I thought that.
You guys really are cousins.
Yeah, you guys. You see what I mean? It's not a good thing. This isn't something to be like. Oh, they both experienced heartache.
You guys had torture. You guys had souls and shit.
We tried it out at the gym.
Right? Dude, no, fuck, dude. Yeah, that's what started me. I got into a really bad breakup of like 5 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Being with the person, it didn't work out. Whatever. We're cool now. It doesn't matter. But so I was like, I'm gonna get better, you know. I'm gonna the only way I knew how. So I actually didn't pay for my membership. I worked at the gym.
Nice, even better.
So I made a deal with the owner at the time. I was like, hey man, I will, because I was in high school. You know, I didn't have any money, so I was like, hey dude, I'll work. I'll clean your gym. I'll do it, everything.
I thought you used to sell some steroids to the gym guys, man.
No man, no one wants to buy good steroids. Everyone wants to buy that fucking SARMs. Get the fuck out of here with that. Get out of here with that stupid shit. No, yeah. So I started working out, and I originally wanted to do physique competitions. I used to be shredded, like cut, like everything. And it was cool, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. All I did was eat fucking chicken or broccoli, which left me flat. To those people who don't know what that means, it just I didn't look like I didn't have any definitions. Which to me, I was like, oh my god, I was not a god. I was a fucking scrawny piece of shit. And then I got it a couple years later. I got into powerlifting, and then I realized, oh, this is fun. I'm like, oh, this is. I mean, I will eventually. Maybe I don't know yet. I can't really say, but I might start doing a physique competition, which would be fun. But that's a couple years down when I start. When I finish the goals that I want to do now, so, coming February.
So when you want to get baby arms.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get baby arms.
If you need someone to oil you, I'm your guy.
25 Shades of Grey over here. You guys gotta follow on that.
Whatever you need, he got you. All crevices too.
He's gonna be like, hey girl.
Hey.
Do you want to dress up as? Do you want to go to Comic-Con and dress up as Hawkeye and Black Canary or not?
Hey, Sugar Mama's hit me up.
Shut up.
No, Sugar Mama's dog. Yeah.
This guy.
All single moms hit him up.
No. Sugar Mama's.
If there was like a picture, it'd be like negative less followers now on my podcast. -5.
Well, shit, I didn't ask to be on the show. I'm just right here, the audience.
He just sipping beer, eating Doritos.
He's judging us from the sideline.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing, man. He's already my feelings. Oh, dude. Yeah, so we literally had, as the oldest ones, we had kind of the same upbringing.
Yeah, we really did, dude. Like, we were talking about that.
Like, all of us did. Like, all of our family had the same upbringing. We did construction, right? We did construction. We did this, we did that. It was
all
weird,
the
right?
same thing, really. And like the fun, like I still think about it. We're talking about this on the way home the other day, on Saturday, and I'm like, the moment we decided to branch away from what they wanted and what they dedicated their lives, it was like a shitstorm for them.
Yeah, which I know. Like we were talking about that, and this is to a lot of people out there that are trying to branch away from what they are supposed to do.
They're stuck in the old ways.
Yeah, and the old ways that they're supposed to do to what they want to do. They just, guys, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Seriously.
Yeah, dude. Fuck them. Fuck everybody.
And we learned that the hard way. We learned that
we literally became the black sheep of the family. And for the most part, we still are. But honestly,
it doesn't matter.
We say fuck them. I really don't care.
It doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to get from that is, if you want to go, if you want to go be a video gamer, YouTube, you want to be PewDiePie, go fucking be PewDiePie. If you want to go be a lawyer at a law firm, which I don't know why you would want to, go do it. If you want to
be a porn star,
this is why you're not You know what?
That's a weekend job, bro.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm making you laugh though.
Well, if you want to be,
I'm making you fucking laugh though. Hey, you gotta admit that. Hey.
I hate this guy.
This guy's into guys too. I'm saying.
No.
So guys, hit him up.
No, I'm not.
If you guys like big cuddly guys, he's your man.
And they're called bears.
There we go. Dude, remember you got called a bear by the Uber driver? You got hit on by a driver for Uber.
That's not what happened.
He got called a bear, and he's like, hell yeah. For a free Uber drive, I'm down.
That's not what happened.
But seriously, don't follow whatever the fuck you want to do. Dude, it's better to be broke and happy than sad and have money.
We're bad influences, don't listen.
We're bad influences. No, it's my honest opinion.
I've actually been called that.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
But for the most part, because of like, in his example and our example as well, overall we decided to branch off and do as we please, as we wanted to, whether we're broke or not. Honestly, I'm happy, and I learned a lot. Don't get me wrong, it's skills that we've been able to take on and really.
No, we're not trying to talk crap on it too. Construction, we've learned.
Yeah.
It taught us how to work hard.
It really did. The work ethic in general is just. It's amazing, because when you hear people now, it's like, oh, I do security and I just stand around all day and I'm tired. I'm like, why? Like, go to a construction job. Go to a job where it's tedious, it's detailed, and it's overall labor demanding.
Very, dude. And that's not something I wanted to do. I mean, I'm grateful that my dad was really he was really open about that. You know.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, man, if you don't want to do this, don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, don't go do whatever the fuck you want to do. As long as you're happy, and that's why I started.
Here we are.
Slow Nation.
Yeah.
Because here we are, and I mean, from here, and I've got other business ventures going on too. It doesn't matter if I lose money. It just matters that I'm going for it and you're happy about it. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like fucking the Hodge twin says. I don't know if you know them. Just do whatever the fuck you want to do, man.
Exactly. Like, dude, I was completely jelly when you went to go see Gary. I was hating for a good minute.
You know? Oh, at the.
Yeah, dude, I was hating, bro. I was low key hating.
Low
But it's
key.
cool, man. It's
You know
cool.
what was crazy is I ended up having a ticket. And I was like, dude, you could have came. If I would have known.
I would have called out for it. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, meeting Gary was a great experience. What that did for me, it verified everything I was doing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because you second guess yourself, you overthink situations that you're going through. And going to go see those people that are helping you. I mean, they're not one-on-one helping you, but they're pushing you towards the motivation that you want to do. It showed me like, hey man, keep fucking going.
Yeah.
Keep fucking doing it. You know, because I got to see him. I saw Ty Lopez. What's that man's name? Gene Simmons.
Nice.
It was cool. That dude does not give a damn. he does not care, man.
Yeah, dude. And it's like people like that who've been through it, and especially like the more people like who've been through it before us, when there was no internet, there was no social media, nothing like that.
No.
There was books though.
Yeah, there was books.
So,
Actually, go to a library, you had to buy books, rent books, whatever there was, or go door to door to sell whatever you were trying to do. And like one of my top influencers, Andy Frisella, I listened to his podcast. And honestly, from
motherfucking
the MFCO.
MFCO, yeah.
That dude, honestly, like I started listening to him like when he first started his podcast, and honestly, like a lot of that information that I got from him helped me go through positively go through a lot of the things that I was going through, like my ex-wife and life in general. I was doing welding. I ended up picking up welding. I was scared shitless, dude. I know construction. I could cut wood all day, no problem. You know, but like, I got battle scars from it. I ended up cutting myself with the wire wheel. First day on the job.
I thought that was part of it too.
Oh no, hell no, bro.
I'm just kidding. I thought that was part of it.
It's all shiny compared to everything's all faded.
I'm like, that's a cool design.
You know, so you got to listen to a lot of the things these guys went through, and you kind of really reflect on the things that you're going through. Just like, you know what, dude, I'm not alone. And honestly, overall, guys, you're not alone. If you really, really, really want to like pursue something, hang around people who have the same mentality, and really think about, because overall, the people that you hang out with is the people you tend to be. And if you want to become a winner, you want to succeed in what you want to do, even if you want to open up a fucking pancake store, be the best fucking pancake flipper there is. But you, at the same time, you also got to hang out with the people who have the same mentality. Pancakes do sound good.
It's fucking. I'm all thinking about that. Yeah, dude, if you want to fucking open up a pancake store, like he said.
Why is it to be a pancake store?
Huh?
Why is it to be a pancake?
Why do you have to shut us down like that?
Exactly, dude. It's because they're not gluten-free. What the fuck?
Because there'll be gluten-free pancakes for you. Damn, dude.
There's no such thing. IHOP is full of lies.
We'll make some ketogenic fucking pancakes if you need that. I don't know.
We'll find out just for you, bro.
Yeah.
We'll make vegan pancakes if that even exists. That even makes sense.
I don't even want
Damn
to know.
beer.
When are we gonna go vegan?
I don't know about that, bro. That's not gonna happen.
I would.
Honestly, dude.
I would go vegan, and this is on the record. I would go vegan for like maybe 3 months.
Honestly,
just to see the effects of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just to see how it goes, and then after that, I probably will get a fat burger.
Did you see that movie? That movie that Arnold was endorsing? Or I guess like all the bodybuilders went.
You know, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but he's talking about the Arnold movie documentary that's on Netflix, talking about him going vegan. Guys, that's bullshit. Stop trying. If you see the fucking Netflix documentaries, don't fucking listen to them. They're talking some dumb shit, dude. I'm like, oh god, I'm going. You hit my pet peeve right now. You got it.
Yeah.
You hit the pet peeve, bro. Look, if you watch a fucking Netflix documentary talking about going vegan is the best way, going this is the best way, it doesn't fucking matter, man. Do whatever the fuck works for you, but stop pushing your fucking agenda on everyone else, man. If you're vegan, go ahead and be vegan. If you want to do keto, go do keto. If you want to do a fucking meat-based diet where you only eat meat, but you're not gonna shit. I don't know. You're not gonna use the restroom, but go for it. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, but just stop pushing it on everyone else, man.
It's true.
And Arnie, I love the man. He's fucking awesome. He's one of the best bodybuilders out there. But my man didn't go fucking vegan and get so big. That dude did steroids. He did steroids and he ate a bunch of fucking meat. That's how it is. That's how it was. Stop feeding into the bullshit. But if you want to do it, you want to go vegan, go for it, bro. I'm not hating, but just do what the fuck. I'm a little like, do whatever you want to do, but don't stop pushing it. It's like religion getting pushed on people. You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
Yep.
That's how I feel with food. That's like, don't tell me I can't eat this burger.
I'll eat the damn burger. So I'm actually going to steakhouse tomorrow. So fuck it.
We're going to steakhouse.
You're not gonna eat the Beyond Meat steak.
What the fuck is it?
Have you seen the burgers that aren't made out of meat?
Yeah. Actually, when I went to Vegas for the Mr. Olympia weekend, I ended up meeting up with my cousin over there, and she got that Beyond Meat.
I heard about that.
What the fuck was it? A burger? Yeah, it was a burger.
Yeah, it was a burger, but it was just non-meatless.
Yeah. So I tried it. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's not that bad, but
you're still hungry.
I'm a steak fan. I love meat.
We were born on meat.
We fucking eat like a pound of meat in the city, bro.
Dude, honestly, our upbringing was based on carnitas and eating carne and
like crazy shit.
Yeah, dude, to give you guys the background of how we grew up, not I, because I couldn't ever muster the courage to do it because I thought it was gross. But they would eat the eggs in a cup.
I can't do that either.
Yeah, see, exactly. Every morning, I would go to church with my grandpa, which I hated church to this day.
I think
but that's a whole thing.
I think that's another nap time for me, honestly.
Yeah, seriously. But we would go after church. We would go to get eggs in a cup, and he would drink it, and I'm like, I'm good. Enjoy. Do what you got to do, man. But it's gross. It's gross.
It really is.
It's how we grew up, though.
But I mean, for the most part, I mean, I can't bash on it for the same part because whenever we were sick and our grandparents were around, we hear like the weirdest fucking like remedies and they work.
Oh,
Did you ever put Vaporu in your nose and then rub your ear twice? It works.
No.
It helps with colds.
I had like a crazy fear when I came back last time from Mexico. I shit you not, I had 2 weeks of straight fever and straight chorries, dude. It was bad.
That's the food, man.
Yeah, dude.
You're not used to the natural food that's raised over there.
So I'm over here
I have to explain what chorries is, because
chorries is diarrhea, guys, for the record. I had massive diarrhea. Yeah, I shit you not, I lost a lot of fucking weight. Yeah. I look like skin and bones, bro. No, but overall, I mean, the food, how it's processed over there compared to how it is here, it's a huge difference. I mean, we really take advantage of the natural food. A cow over there is farm raised, eats grass and fucking hay and water all day long. Compared to here, what the hell is in there?
When I was a kid and I used to go to Mexico, I mean, you know that I spent 2 months at a time in Mexico.
Yeah.
2-3 months. I would spend a lot of time over there. I would come back leaner than when I went. And that's because of all the food. And I would eat more over there. It was just the food that was being processed.
Oh,
it's the fucking, it's ridiculous, but it makes a huge effect on the body.
Yeah,
that's why I'm going vegan.
Yeah, honestly, when it comes down to vegan, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going vegan.
I'm so full of shit.
Or I would probably.
Or are you?
I would try it.
He eats me, so he's full of shit.
Yeah, I know. Flashback to Saturday. I'm like,
dude, that beer on Saturday tasted amazing.
That's the first time I tried. What was it called? Picklebacks.
Oh, picklebacks.
Oh, dude, my face. I was like, what is a pickleback to the people that don't know what that is?
If you guys don't know what a pickleback is,
gross.
It's basically a Jameson shot with a pickle juice chaser. It isn't like a pickle, but it's like the juice of a pickle. So you take the shot, you chase it with the pickle juice. He's over here trying to gag over here.
You guys hyped me up, man.
Dude, I think it's bomb, dude. I tricked this guy over here.
I don't like pickle juice, but no, I didn't taste nothing. And when it went down real smooth. Like, I didn't taste shit. Like, it canceled it out.
Go to Vegas, guys. Yeah. Take some Jameson with a side of pickle juice. You'll kill that bottle within like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You won't even taste it.
Yeah,
you have the sting of the liquor, and you'll be having fun.
My face was like, I wanted to throw up, but you guys were like, "Oh, this is amazing," and I'm like, "Oh god."
But after a while, when because they gave us like a fucking cup full of pickle juice, which it should just be like a small chaser.
It was a big cup, right?
It was.
I was like, "Am I supposed to?" I was confused. I'm like, "Am I supposed to drink all of this?"
No, I just took a sip out of it just to do the actual shot. But overall, like, it started getting warm. I could start smelling like pickle juice. I'm like, no, fuck, I'm gonna put it away from me.
That was a good night. That was a good night. I thought I lost my wallet.
Oh yeah. You text me next day, bro, is my wallet in your car? And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's good.
So dangerous. I'm like, it's so dangerous. That was a good night.
But I mean, it was honestly like that for my first experience for that powerlifting meet. It was honestly great, and it really inspired me to really want to pursue that. I mean, I'm still finding ways to overcome this injury, which has been kicking my ass for like the last 4 or 5 months. But I mean, it's part of the process, guys. If you really want something if you go through something,
Sorry guys.
And it's like you go through downfalls every single time. Like I was pushing 420, 430 on a bench, like no problem. But then ultimately I hit my shoulder and I'm fucked, dude. So I have to work back at it, which is fine, dude. Like it's just part of the process. It's a growing process. You live and learn, and that just goes for everything that you're going through. If you're going through a tough time, a tough breakup, you lost your job, fuck it, dude. Just stay positive, stay humble, and just keep moving forward.
That's the best way.
Yeah, it really is, dude.
That's the best way.
Because you really think about like you can't really base your future on your past, which is ultimately it's gonna bring a downfall, and you don't want that.
Dude, yeah, working out, man, it's brought my journey into a long way. I mean, I'm here making a podcast because 7 years ago I started working out.
There you
go. It's about the perspective of the journey that you're gonna go on, that you're going on.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's awesome. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be. I don't know where I'm gonna be.
You're gonna be competing Mr. Olympia, bro.
That's in the next couple of years, man.
Or we are.
Or we are, yeah. I can't wait. That's one of my goals, to compete in Mr. Olympia.
Dude, honestly, to walk that stage would honestly overall be an honor. Just because, I mean, it's Mr. Olympia. It's the shit that, started what we are doing.
Guys, this is going to be a long podcast. I'm like, guys.
I don't even know. Well, I was opening for you, but alright.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
Well, fuck me then, right?
I don't want you to do all the work.
Sweet. But yeah, dude, I don't even know how many beers I already made. I can feel it, but it's cool. I got pork rinds.
You got pork rinds? It's vegan, right?
And gluten-free.
And gluten-free.
Bullshit.
You want some, bro?
It's funny because pork rinds, you think about it, it's like high cholesterol. It's again, speaking more, cholesterol, whatever. It's actually part of a keto diet. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the
that shit works though.
The idea behind a keto diet is to eat more fat, more protein.
Mm-hmm.
You'll cut weight. I think it's bullshit.
My homie lost probably 50 pounds, dude. He was fat as fuck.
Okay, guys.
I don't know how. I mean,
let me explain.
You had a pet peeve, bro.
I know.
Okay, to each their own. If you want to do a keto diet, I have friends that have the keto diet, but B-U-T. But the reason you lost so much weight behind the keto diet is because you went into what's called a caloric deficit. You did less calories, so you lost more weight.
You should be a nutritionist.
I know what I'm talking about. I mean,
it should be.
It's pretty well informed, guys, honestly.
Yeah, dude, I know what I'm talking about. Like, it drives me crazy. Less calories, you lose weight. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
So when you do a keto and... Sorry, bro. I just it's my pet peeve. I'm like, so when you do a keto diet and you're going in a caloric deficit, you eat less calories. That's how you lose weight. I do to people that are heavier. They're obese. They're heavy. It could work to kind of set them into the journey of losing more weight on the long term. But this keto is not, in my opinion, is not a long term thing that you can do, because if you do keto, it's a for everything.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Us obese people, we don't like going by the obese. We call it fluffy.
My fluffy hermano right here would like to be called Fluffy. And I'm sorry, I apologize.
I don't care.
Sorry for the
I'm just saying. Bro.
He's gonna make a reaction video to this later on.
Yeah.
He's like, I just think it's funny how people want to call me.
Us obese people.
We're fluffy, okay?
You're obese too, motherfucker.
I am. I'm fucking 300. I'm 300.
Hey, we're fluffy. We're flat.
I had too much beer, bro. No, dude, but like my own doctor told me I was obese. I was overweight. I mean,
I laughed at that. when you told me that shit.
Yeah, I was like,
seriously?
I know I'm heavy.
No. And then every time I used to go to the doctor, like they would tell me, like I would have like back problems or whatever, like serious problems, like I'd be sick and shit. I'm like, yeah, can you give me something? And they'd be like, oh, by the way, you're this. I'm like, okay, but where I need you to give me something to fix the fucking problem. I already know that shit. Like, you know.
That's the problem with a lot of doctors though. They want to give you pills.
Yeah, I was asking for it. I was like,
you were asking for pills?
I have pain. I'm suffering. I need fucking pills. And they're like, okay, but you're this. I'm like, okay, but move on. Give me what I fucking need so I can get the fuck out of here. You know.
I get that, man. Yeah. I get that.
But they're not being doctors. They're being fucking like, you know.
They're being a
company. They're being pharmacists.
Yeah.
They're being pharmacists. Yeah.
Basically.
Guys, if you guys have issues and you guys are overweight, go lose weight.
Yeah.
I mean, there's help out there. People do want to help you. I like helping people.
Same
I am training a couple people. I mean, sorry, let me rephrase that. I am diet coaching a couple people right now that are losing weight. They're losing their body fat. They're losing, and they feel better. Their aches aren't there anymore. Their knee problems aren't there, miraculously. Because I mean, apparently, pills don't help. Don't resort to them.
The shots, don't take them.
Eat right. Eat right, bro. Honestly, eat right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eat right. Stop with that bullshit.
That's the main thing.
I mean, I'm thick right now. I mean, like I said, hit him up, women.
No. He's juicier than
Sugar Mama's hit me up.
I'm a little thick right now, but I'm saying that this wait till February.
Oh, okay.
Just because I have to stay in this weight class, and I don't like it. I was like, I don't like it. I really don't like being this heavy. But I'm like, I'm here.
Dude, it's crazy because it really makes a difference in the weight when it comes down to your joints and your training and things like that.
Yeah,
dude,
man.
Yeah, I mean, 6'1", 300 pounds, dude. Like, I feel that shit on my knees. I feel it on my back sometimes. And, like, I do try to cut, but I just like to eat. I
like to eat.
Yeah, I just love food. But at the same time, like he was just saying, if you really want to lose weight, just eat right. Eat the right vegetables. Eat the right quantities that you're supposed to eat. Don't be like, eat food for like a whole day in one sitting.
Eat 2 patties and then put a bacon on it. That's the keto diet. I'm sorry.
A rice cake with a smidge of peanut butter. That's your dinner.
I don't want to go too much. Oh my god. No, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Like I love being. When I'm lean, I love being lean. When I'm heavy, I love being heavy.
Yeah.
You know. So right now, I'm enjoying being heavy, but I'm like, I miss the light me. I miss having abs me. I miss like the 180 me. Like that's what I like.
But it's funny because that's what the doctor told me I have to be. I have to be 180. I'm like, bro, that's like half my size. That's not gonna happen. And overall, you have to be like realistic too, like genetic wise. If you're a big person, you could still be light. You could still be more athletic. You could still be healthy, and not be. And you could still be a thick person.
100%.
You know, like it's just. I mean, overall, it's just based on what you eat, on the nutrition that you get. Because me as a heavy person, my diet's a little bit different because I have to be able to support my knees, support my joints in general, to keep healthy, keep running, be able to participate in Spartan runs and things like that I'm trying to do. Because overall, if you think about it, I've met somebody who's my weight, my height, but a lot heavier, and for like the most part, he can't really do much with himself, which is completely fine. He decided to be like that. But like, I even told him, like, dude, you know what? Just
it's the difference between being a couch potato, and someone that works out constantly and trains for it.
Yeah, I mean, overall, people want to get healthy. Dude, just go walk around the neighborhood once a day. It takes you 20, 30 minutes. It's either an episode of Netflix or a quick walk around the neighborhood. It ultimately makes a difference in your life. Or
getting a treadmill. And
watching
the
around.
Dude, I actually go to my gym. My Gold's gym had a little theater. We could watch. I was watching like a lot of Avengers movies while I was running. I was like, this is badass. And I hate cardio, and I was actually able to run 20, 30 minutes at a time while watching the movie, which is awesome.
That's me. That's what I do. Like when I'm cutting, that's usually what I do. I'll watch a Netflix special or something, and I'll run.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. And I'm good right now, bro. Thank you. But honestly, what that reminded me of something I wanted to say too. Is that it's okay to have your months where you're a little big, you're thicker than usual, you know, because you need to get big so you can get cut, so you can look big and cut. So when you cut down, you look bigger than what you did before. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, see? And a lot of people think, oh no, all year round, I need to be shredded.
Yeah.
Oh no, all year round, I need to be bulking. No, man. For a couple months, you need to be big. For a couple months, you need to be lean. It's the balance in life that you need to take.
Yeah. I mean, there's always a difference between the person who does more cardio and lightweight in regards to a person who does heavier weight and less amount of cardio. The person who does more weight tends to get bulkier, and which the person who does more cardio is leaner. He's muscular, but is a lot smaller.
Yeah, plus, leaner me can't treat this.
Yes, I'm a big beer fan. What the fuck?
So when February comes and it's over,
tamale season, man.
No, yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons I put my competition until then, because I'm like, let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy this properly.
Tamales, pozole, all that good Hispanic food.
Champurrado.
Dang, you savage. You're talking about the
He's over here making us hungry for no reason.
Dude, for real.
Disrespectful.
But it's shit you can't even eat.
I can eat tamales, but it'd have to be like, I have to see what the fuck is going in that shit, you know?
Masa meat.
Yeah. I have to make sure it's not mixed with fucking artificial ingredients and shit.
So
everything has weed in it. Everything has wheat. Not weed, wheat.
Weed? If everything had weed, it would be fun. It would be okay.
Yeah. 420 every day.
Life would be okay.
I wish cannabis was around for everything.
What did you say?
I wish cannabis was around for everything. Like, literally, like...
THC, my friend?
Consume it on a daily basis. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people
When you were younger, the weed wasn't... I mean, I sound young as shit right
now. You're making him sound old, if anything.
Bruh.
I'm sorry, no, but when you were like... Because, I mean, I remember you, like, as a kid, you couldn't... Was weed legal then? No.
No.
Was it?
It was really frowned upon, especially with our family, too.
Especially with Latin family, Latino family.
Remember your mom when she walked one time?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So like, no?
It was a big no-no for all of us. But now it's like, it's not even a taboo anymore. It's just like something normal. Well, back then, like...
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
We still have another 10 years.
Yeah. Especially with our families.
Yeah, with Latino family, you're going to have to give it another 10 years until maybe people think, hey, this is not that bad as I thought.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because right now it's just, oh, it's marijuana.
Yeah.
It's a typical, he does, you know.
For my people out here that don't really follow our Latin base, for Latinos, if you smoke weed...
Once.
If you smoke weed at all, you're a gang member.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah,
like, if you have a tattoo...
You're a gang member.
You're a gang member.
That's the first thing my dad told me when I got my first tattoo. He's like, oh, you're a gang member. I was like, no, not really.
I'm not really. I actually don't like cholos.
I go to metal concerts. How am I a gang member?
Like, my first tattoo is going to be of my dog. So it's probably like, hey, you're a cholo? I'm like, yeah, dude. Chihuahua gang. My geometric tattoo is gonna be fucking.
Yeah, but it's just like stigmas like that with our Latino families that once you do drugs, once you do marijuana or cannabis, you're like a drug user. I'm like, no, they see you smoke a joint, they see you fucking injecting heroin. I'm like, no, it's not even the case. I mean, obviously there's medicinal purposes for it, and again, it's not for everybody as well.
My best ideas came when I was high.
Dude, do you remember my room, my old room? I used to like draw on the walls.
Yeah.
All that shit was done when I was high.
Really?
Yeah.
That Joker piece was badass.
I would literally just close my door, lock it, have my little surround sound in my room, and just play Bob Marley, reggae, pretty much whatever psychedelic music.
Remember Led Zeppelin?
Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, things like that, and I'll just draw. I'll be super high, just draw. And that was my getaway from things. I mean, obviously, it's not the greatest at the time, but I mean, it was healthy compared to being a dope user, being out in the street, being a gang member, how our families saw us. And it's funny because I would talk to my family like high as hell all the time. They wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for me, it's usually when I'm working.
Yeah.
When I'm working, that's when I'll smoke, and that's when I'm like, my ideas come.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's more direct. Because usually, apparently, I have too many things in my head. So like, it's like I'm doing one thing and I'm thinking of 5 other things at the same time, which it doesn't really help. But that's just me. It depends on the person and situation. But whatever. Like whatever.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's not for everybody, but I mean, it does have its medicinal purposes. I mean, for the people who contradict it and say, "Oh, I need weed to function," like, no, you don't. Shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, and yeah, fuck those guys. Fuck those people. I'm sorry, but
I know plenty of them. I'm like, no,
if you're that person that's bringing that narrative of, oh, I need weed to function, and without weed I have blah blah blah. You need to take a seat.
Yeah, you have daddy issues, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you need to go see a therapist. Like, I'm not kidding. If that's your exit, that's your out of your life. You need to go get that fixed.
It's like you're literally letting a 99-cent Swisher and a dime bag
control your life.
Hold you back from
Those are your chains.
getting like a better progress in life.
He fucking knows what he's talking about.
I mean, we've been through it all, dude. Like, especially out in the Latino family and like example, our families, like, our stigmas has always been tattoos and piercings and long hair. Well, at least for me.
Oh, the piercings one. Oh,
dude, the piercings was just like the.
I've never got a piercing.
I had my ears gauged out. I had 2 piercings. I ended up gauging them out, you know, and that was like the worst thing for my dad. He was calling me all kinds of sorts of labels and shit. I was like, you know what, dude, it's cool. But I would like let my hair grow out, long curly hair, tattoos, and I've always been into like metal bands and concerts and stuff like this. So that was always my thing.
Yeah, it depends on the situation and family.
I just saw Iron Maiden not too long ago too. We're actually gonna go see Slayer this Friday.
Nice.
This Friday?
Yeah, this Friday we're going out to the Forum. We're gonna catch Slayer, man. It'll be my second time watching them.
You better get in that pit
Oh, dude.
and drink their beer.
Oh, dude. Iron Maiden had amazing beer. It was pretty expensive. It was like $30 for a tall can. Totally worth it. But it was
$30 for a tall can?
$30. Yeah, $30 for a tall can.
He knows his beer though, so if it's worth 30, I mean, throwing $30 in the air, I mean, hey, it's gotta be a beer.
I might let me get 3. Swipe.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, like, what we're trying to really get to is if you really want to pursue something, whether people think it's mediocre, honestly, just go out and do it. Kill it. Do what you gotta do, even if it means eating fucking cup of noodles for a year. You know what I mean? It's better to eat cup of noodles for a year and then enjoy your riches in your sense, in your perspective, for the future.
100%.
You know?
I think this is an amazing way to stop it because we're Alright, guys. Make sure you tune in. I'm on YouTube now. I'm on other platforms. You should know this. Let's go. Later, guys.
Later.
Check this.